Hello. To continue to apply the feedback given to the project of what's your function, we are going to be tackling the strengths and weaknesses of different management styles. To start with the first management style, which is directing. So, in this process, the management team looks over the workers and determines the work that has to be done for the organization to achieve its goals. So in directing, we have the strength, which are there is team building during directing. There is it emphasizes safety and security because if the employees knows that there is someone directing a particular task, then they feel secure because they know that that task is going to be completed. So they feel secure and they feel safe because someone is directing and is looking over what they're doing. Secondly, it provides structure to unstructured tasks. This means that many tasks are disorganized or they don't have a line or a line of leading, or they are not structured or they are not prepared. So directing gives the managers the ability to structure the task or to put the task in order of what have to be done. And for the weaknesses that can be found in directing as the management style, we have poor communication from managers to employees. This means that while directing, a manager can poorly communicate with their customers, either by not giving the full information of what has to be done, or by not giving full directions of what has to be done. That is one weakness. The second one is there is no use of collaboration, because if there is direct in the directing management style, there is no collaboration because it is one person who is directing that task or that set of tasks. And thirdly, it reduces the overall morale for most teams, because if teams knows that there is someone who is directing or someone who is going to give feedback, they lack morale and they feel disconnected, or they don't feel the energy they should be feeling compared to when they have the collaboration, or they are supposed to give their ideas. So they feel like there is a bigger person or a bigger figure who is going to be analyzing their performance or their work. To continue to the second management style, which is called delegating. Its strengths include effective communication, of course, because if you delegate your task to someone else, then there is effective communication. Secondly, sharing of activities, because if you're delegating the task to someone, you're sharing the activities are being shared from one person to another. So this means that there's team collaboration and collaboration from employees to the upper class, to the directors and managers. And the last strength is asking for concerns and be open to suggestions. So in delegating, employees are able to ask for their concerns, to see their concerns, and also suggest ideas and opinions of what has to be done if a particular task is delegated to them. So they're open to suggestions and open to ideas. And for the weakness of the delegating management style, we have it may result in loss of control, because if I delegate a task to someone, I lose control of that task, or I don't know what is happening, or the process of in which that task is going to be done into. So I lose control over that task or over that activity. And secondly, it may require mentorship and time. Delegating a task to someone requires time and mentorship of telling them how to do this task, of when it has to be finished, of how it has to be done, of the resources to use. So that is mentoring, and that takes time to delegate that task. So that can also be one of the weaknesses. And for the last management style, which is called discussing, the strengths that were added were these. The first is better communication between managers and employees. So if in the discussing management style, employees are able to share their ideas and opinions because they are open to discuss and give suggestions in the discussing management style. So there is better communication between managers and employees. And secondly, the knowledge of the entire team increases, because if the team is together and they're sharing their opinions, then the knowledge of the team increases because they earn more ideas and opinions and also suggestions, which increases the knowledge and productivity of the team. And for the weaknesses that can be found in the discussing management style include, um, it can cause disharmony among team members, which means that in the discussing management style, many employees have ideas and have suggestions. So if someone's suggestion is not considered strongly as some as if team member A idea is not considered as strongly as the idea of team member B, that it's going to be disharmony, because team member A is going to think that his or her idea is not important as the idea of his team member B. So it's going to cause a disharmony and conflicts among team members. And secondly, there is lack of direction and final decisions. Why? Because if many team members or many people are giving the ideas and opinions, there's going to be a lot of ideas to choose from, and there are going to be many opinions to choose from, which is going to be hard for the manager or the management team to choose the right solution. And it is going to take time to take that decision, because many employees are going to want their ideas to be implemented, and all the ideas cannot be implemented. So it's going to take time, and the direction is going to be lost, and the final decision is going to be going to take a lot of time to take the final decision, because of the many ideas suggested by the employees. So those are the strengths and weaknesses added to the management styles as requested in the feedback.